for KSW in Croatia. This will be your fourth fight in the cage, in the KSW cage, and already a main event. Do you feel stressed about it?
No, I don't feel stressed. I just feel amazed. You know, I feel really good, and it's a big honor for me to fight main event, and especially near my home roots in Zagreb, Croatia. So I feel really good.
Mariusz Pudzianowski is your opponent, is a great legend, not only in Poland but also the worldwide legend. Also a guy who was known as the strongest man on earth. Is he a well-known person in Croatia? Does people know who are you going to fight with?
Yeah, like you said, he's everywhere well known, you know, all over the world. He's a big legend. He did a lot for the MMA industry as for the strongman industry. So he's a big legend, very known, and for me also an honor to fight him in the cage.
How do you think, where is Mariusz going to look for a chance to beat you in a cage?
Well, I'm not sure what he's going to do exactly. I just know that he's very dangerous. He's very strong, powerful, explosive. He's a dangerous guy, and I can't win him with power, that's for sure. He's too strong for me, but I have to work on my other abilities, and that I will show that on KSW 51.
What do you think? It's not a too big jump from your previous opponent to Mariusz Pudzianowski, because you fought with some actor, some hip-hop singer, yeah, and so on. And now it's one of the strongest guy on the planet with big experience with MMA.
Well, I don't think it's. I knew he's on my list, you know. I knew he will come one day, as long as my career was moving forward with MMA. It's maybe a big step. It's a big challenge, but it's not impossible, you know. And I took the challenge because you don't get a chance every day to fight Mariusz Pudzianowski, you know. So they gave me a deal, and we talked about it, and I immediately took the chance because it's something you don't experience always in your life, you know. It's a big life chance, and it's also a big challenge for me. So I like to challenge myself, and as I know I'm moving forward, I also feel I'm ready for this one, and it's a good next step for me.
I guess it's even idea like your fights in the heavyweight.
Yeah. This guy, he wants me only in the heavyweight. Yeah. I understand him, you know, he's very smart, like fight-wise. He gives me good advice, and he knows what he's doing. Let's not forget what he's doing with all the other fighters. So, but it doesn't mean that I want to be too heavy. I feel good around 100 kilos. I'm fast, explosive. I feel strong, and I'm gonna stick around this weight for the next fight.
But when I look on you, you are extremely big today. It's some kind of preparation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like.
Really? I'm just around 100 kilos, 104, okay, like last time. Just more in training now, and eating more. Okay. Eating more, because last time I was weighing like 94 kilos. You remember, on my last fight, and it was also tactical. We did it. We knew that Akop is smaller. He's not so heavy, so we need to move very fast in the cage and be just the fastest one, and that's what we did. So now I'm gonna stick with around 100 kilos because Mariusz is a very strong guy, you know. And if I go in the clinch with him, I need to know I need to be able to defend myself, you know. But he's gonna win any powerlifting competition for sure. But if it goes to a clinch, I need to be strong, and that's why I keep my size.
Yes, sorry. Very hard in a UFD gym.
Yes.
But you take to the consideration to ask, for example, Szymon Kołecki to help you with some trainings because he win with Mariusz Pudzianowski, and he's very, you know, strong guy.
Yeah. Well, no. To be honest, I don't really look for. Also, my other fights, like I said, I don't look for people that fought with my opponents or ask them questions or what should I watch out for. The people come and tell me, you know, but I just prepare at the gym with my coaches. So I have really good coaches that guide me and very good sparring partners. They push me to the limit. So it's a really survival mode, like every day. And I believe it's any kind of fighter that steps in the cage, my opponent, I will be ready for this. So of course they pay attention on like small details. My coaches and my brother, I told you, and they tell me like watch out for this thing or this. That's the only thing. But in general, I just train really hard. I kill myself like every day, 2 times a day. So Yeah.
You saw Mariusz today? Any chat with him?
Yeah, I actually did. I was the first guy that came inside. He was sitting there, and they asked me, "Do you want a separate room?" Or, but I just said no. I will go with him, change there, and I met him. He's a really cool guy. You know, he's a good guy, and
A huge guy.
he's a huge guy. Yeah, he was sitting there. His back was like, oh, that's him. Yeah. I know. He's a big guy, and but not impossible to beat. You know, let's not forget. It's not about the size of the dog. You know.
Is MMA huge in Croatia right now?
Yeah, it is. It is. In all Balkan region, it's big. You know, everyone is, especially now. It's a time of MMA. I think everywhere in the world, everyone is watching fights, and they like. You know, people love shocking fights. Let's say with knockouts, extreme stuff like that. And I think KSW provides those kind of fights. The fight cards are always really nice and attractive for the people. But it's a big step for the Balkan world now. You know, now everybody can come and watch the fight. So I think it's a really positive and big thing for KSW as for the Balkan side as well.
Is KSW a known branch in Croatia and this region?
Well, it started to get known. Why? Because of Roberto, of course. Soldic, he came to fight, he won, he's champion. So he brought KSW more in the news, you know, and of course the other fighters that then also signed up with KSW. So I think because KSW has more Balkan people fighting now, it's getting bigger and bigger. And especially now because the event is there, it's going to be a big impact for everyone.
I need to ask you about this because a lot of people think that Roberto Soldic is a great known guy, but only in Poland and only because of the KSW. How is it in Croatia?
No, he's very known. He's very known in Croatia, of course. He's a champion there, and they promote that as well, and they respect that. So, also like in Bosnia, they respect that. You know, people respect good fighters, and if they perform well, so they're proud to be like Croatian or Bosnian. You know, so it's a really good thing, and especially now because we have all kinds of fighters from Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia. So all these countries that were in war before are coming now all together, so in an event to support their fighters. So it's really nice to see that in the sport of MMA, it doesn't matter which region, they all come together now, you know. So KSW is actually uniting the Balkan countries.
But you're not afraid because, you know, Balkan people have some conflicts also, so you're not afraid that will be some more fights near the cage?
No, they just have to have metal detectors before they go to the arena, you know, because otherwise people will bring guns, Kalashnikovs in the arena.
I think that
No.
you're this kind of people like in Poland that you don't need a gun, you just need your hands. And
Yeah, no, I'm just joking with you guys. Yeah, but I think it's good. We have really fanatic fans as well, and I think it's gonna be good. You know, like I said in my previous interview today, like Balkan people and Polish people have same interests. You know, they like fighting, they like drinking as well. You know, and they like partying. So it's a good vibe. It's all together.
So Burek or Cevapi?
Cevapi for me. Good one, very good.
So next one, it's Livno or Vitesse?
Well, I'm from Janja originally, you know, but Roberto is from Vitesse, or Vitesse, you know.
You know who is from Livno?
No, who?
Ivan.
Oh, yeah.
I catch you.
Yeah. No, he's from Ramski most.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm from Janja. It's a very small town in Bosnia Herzegovina. Yeah.
Okay, one more for me. We saw a couple of days ago Mirko Krokop in a T-shirt with KSW sign. Of course, everybody was asking if Mirko is going to cooperate with KSW and in which position. And as we know, there is a possibility that Mirko will show up as somebody from the corner of one of the fighters. Do you know something about it, and can you tell us something?
I saw as well the picture of KSW shirt. I think we can expect Mirko for sure in the arena. I just don't know where, in which corner or what, you know. I met Mirko. He's a very good guy. I was there last summer as well after my fight, and he also asked me to come and prepare there for my fight. But now I'm in Germany with the rest of the crew because we have a really good crew of sparring partners. But for sure we will see him. So it's nice, you know. I think everybody should come because they're going to be big athletes, big names, and Mirko Krokop.
Last question. How is it that so famous person like you is so open? I am asking because Mariusz Pudzianowski today reject our request about the interview.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's tired or something. I don't know, man. To me, to be honest, how I met him, he was really friendly. You know, he was a normal guy, and I don't know. I'm just always open. This is how I am. I'm raised like this, and I'll always be friendly, good to the people, always wish the people good. Because if you wish people bad, or you're bad to people, it will come back at you one time.
So karma.
Karma, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.